When Dell offered to let me borrow its new 7400 2-in-1 for review, I agreed for one reason. It's the first laptop that ever promised to turn itself on just because I walked up to it. Well, that's not quite enough for a video by itself, but after 10 days, I've discovered that there are many more reasons to put this on your list of portable PC possibilities, just as long as you're not fixin' for a featherweight. Now, if you watched my last laptop review, you're going to say, of course you think the Dell's too heavy. You're coming from a physics-defying LG Gram. Well, fair point, but no matter what machine you're used to, picking up a laptop this small, you expect it to weigh, well, less than this. There are benefits to that bulk. See, Dell sent me the configuration with the larger 6-cell battery rated at 78 watt-hours. To put that in context, that's almost as big as the battery in my much larger 15-inch MacBook Pro. And it shows. I started today with an 83% charge and ended it at above 20%, with several hours still left in reserve, on the estimated meter anyway. The only time I had trouble with endurance was when the laptop didn't sleep properly, an issue I've had with many Windows machines before, and one I really wish Microsoft would finally address. When you do need to recharge, there's an available 90-watt adapter. It's big and clumsy, but it also takes you from empty to 80% in about an hour. The laptop charges via one of two USB-C ports, and in addition to those, you've also got two USB-A, one HDMI, a headphone jack, and a micro SD slot. If you need even more I/O than that, well, Dell's got a dock it can sell you. The 7400 is also rated to mil-standard 810G for durability, and while that's a pretty nebulous standard, Dell was kind enough to send along a list of exactly which tests it had passed. And as these scratches can confirm, I put it to the test in the real world too. Yeah, I accidentally dropped it onto the street from about chest height, but aside from the odd dent in the aluminum, the machine didn't miss a beat. Another reason to forgive its bulk. I kept forgetting this was a 2-in-1 during my testing. I mean, everything about this machine just screams business. From the boardroom silver colorway, to the lack of discrete graphics, to the display, which gets points for a touchscreen layer but tops out at just Full HD. Flip it back around to laptop mode and you'll find a keyboard that's conventional but comfortable in the extreme. The keys are widely spaced with lots of travel, and feedback that's firm without being mechanical. Soft without being mushy. I expected to have trouble with the closely paired enter and backslash, but I didn't. Instead, it was the page up and down buttons. Even after almost 2 weeks, I still keep smacking them by accident. I'm not here to tell you whether this is worth your money. Not really. As Windows Central's Daniel Rubino reminded me, the 7400 isn't really aimed at Best Buy bargain shoppers. It's for enterprise customers who buy in bulk for fleets. So, from a practical standpoint, the most useful thing I can tell you is probably if you get issued this by your company and it's the same trim as my review unit, it'll last a while on a charge and it'll hold up to some abuse. But that thing that caught my eye in the first place, well, that's the thing I'll close out on. Because like that Huawei share function on the MateBook X Pro, this is a feature every PC should have. There's no need to close it when you step away. Just put it to sleep, or it'll put itself to sleep in a minute. When you come back, you don't even have to touch it. The IR sensors detect your approach, wake the screen, turn on the camera, and Windows Hello signs you back in by scanning your face. When Windows Hello works, about 70% of the time, it's so refreshingly seamless. When it decides your face isn't quite your face, well, that's Windows Hello. Like the laptop itself, this feature is nothing that's going to change the world. It's kind of like wireless charging for phones. Once you get used to the convenience, going back to a machine that doesn't have it feels kind of antiquated. The 7400 is available now, starting at just above $1,300 and going all the way up to $2,800 for the model seen here. For a deeper dive, stay tuned to Windows Central for their full review. Folks, sound off in the comments. Let me know which laptop you want Mr. Mobile to cover next, keeping in mind that if you're going to say Asus ZenBook Pro Duo, I've been asking. Believe me, I've been asking. Please subscribe to the channel so you don't miss that video when I finally do make it. This video was filmed after 2 weeks with a Dell 7400 review sample on loan from Dell. As always, I don't accept compensation for reviews, and Dell did not get a preview of this video. They're seeing it at the same time you are. Until next time, thanks for watching, and stay mobile, my friends.